Good morning, everyone. We are the researchers. My name is Kern Martin Machas.
My name is Warren E. Polestico.
And I'm Marian L. Palapal.
The title of our research is Time Management, How Study Time in Mathematics Affect the Grades and Performance of Students. Before we go to the background of the study, uh, we go to the statement of the problem. Before we conducted this research, we noticed that students are having a hard time learning mathematics, and as a researcher, we plan to know what are affecting these circumstances. One of the important reasons for low achievement in mathematics is lack of basic mathematics, no strong necessity in their lives, as there is lack of training for students on questions that are measure higher level of thinking. As a result, students focus on memorization without understanding as they are remembered in the time immediately preceding test. This study aims to know the impact of study in mathematics in the grades of the grade 10 students of Nueva Ecija High School. But first, we ask the profile characteristic of students, including their name, their section, and their sex. And after that, we ask how much time do you spend in learning mathematics. Regarding to that, what are the grades in mathematics of students? And lastly, what are the effects of study time in mathematics in students' grades?
Our hypothesis of this study, there's an impact of time management. It is to develop good study habits and strategies for success. Previous studies have investigated the influence of time management practices on academic performance. Students will benefit in academic performance and achievement by managing their time for efficiently. The sense of personal control of their time helps students balance academic work with extracurricular activities, and by balancing their workload, they become less stressed and begin to enjoy what they are doing. Null hypothesis. Number 1. There is no significant difference between time management score and the student's grade. Number 2. There is no significant difference between time management score and the students doing a performance task. Number 3. There is no significance difference between time management score and the student's year of study. Alternative hypothesis. There is significant difference between time management score and the student's grades. There is significant difference between time management score and the students doing a performance task. There is significant difference between time management score and the student's year of study. If then statement. If the factors stated above don't affect the student's grade, then time management does not have any significance in their study or performance. If the factors stated above affect the student's grades and performance in school, then we need to have time management in doing our homework, activities, and performance tasks so it will not affect our grades and performance in school.
Students' time is so hard to manage. Like other limited resources, time can be more or less effectively managed. The researchers propose that differences among individuals in time management practices account for some of the difference to performance levels. Students who perceive themselves as having good time management skills are usually the students who are more involved and have a high desire to achieve, resulting in a higher level of performance. To improve academic performance among school students, self-attitude and participation in activities. This study is focused on how time management skills influence students' academic performance in Nueva Ecija High School. This study is a research about how does a high school students in Nueva Ecija High School be responsible in academic performance, and how an examination leads to superior academic performance. Time management plays a vital role in students' academic performance. The researcher also argued that lack of time management skills act as the barrier to better academic performance. This study explores how high school students at Nueva Ecija High School can be accountable for their academic performance and how college students can manage their time. However, the purpose of this study is to poll students about their issues with tardiness, disorganization, and interruption, as well as the connection between time management and academic performance and how to improve time management skills.
And now we will proceed to the presentation and analysis of data. This study was conducted to analyze the Nueva Ecija High School grade 10 students, how much time they study in math, and how it affects their grades and performance. The survey that was used is through printed forms. We will go to the profile of respondents, but first their sections. We have 11 respondents from Malyare, 10 from De La Cruz, 8 from Caparas, 4 from Aristotle, 7 from Rivera, and 2 from Espinosa, Francisco, Osorio, and 1 from Watco, Bondo, Villaruel, and Ocampino. And now we will go to the sex of respondents. We have 25 from female and 25 from male. We have 25 female and male to see the fairness of result, and that is total of 50 respondents. And now we will proceed to the time and study in mathematics. How many hours do students spend studying mathematics? 26 students study from 1 hour and below. 23 students study from 2 to 4 hours. 1 student study from 5 to 7 hours. And none of the students study from 8 hours and above. And we can see the majority of students only studies 1 hour and below during weekdays. How many hours do students spend studying on math and weekends? 32 students study from 1 hour and below. 15 students study from 2 to 4 hours. Only 3 students study from 5 to 7 hours, and none students study from 8 hours and above. We can see that even at weekends, majority of students still study 1 hour and below. How many hours do students spend in studying math all throughout the week? 22 students study from 2 to 4 hours, 12 students study from 1 hour and below, 10 students study 5 to 7 hours, and only 4 students study from 8 hours and above. All throughout the week, we can see that majority of students spend studying math from 2 to 4 hours.
Students' grades in mathematics for the first quarter. In figure 3.1, this showed the students' grade in mathematics for the first quarter. 10 students have the grades of 85 and below in math. 27 students have the grades of 86 to 90. 13 students have the grades of 91 to 95. And no students have the grades of 96 and above in the first quarter. In figure 3.2, students' grades in mathematics for the second quarter. This showed that 7 students have the grades of 85 and below. 25 students have the grade of 86 to 90. 18 students have the grades of 91 to 95. And no students has the grade 96 and above in math in the second quarter. What is the student's grade in mathematics for the third quarter? In figure 3.3, this showed that 6 students have the grades of 85 and below in math. 16 students have the grades of 86 to 90. 27 students have the grade of 91 to 95 in math, and no students have the grade of 96 and above in math for the third quarter.
And now we'll proceed to the effect of study time in mathematics in students' grade. 39 students agrees that their grades increase while 11 students disagree, even studying longer. 37 students disagrees that their grades decrease while 13 students agrees that their grades decrease even studying longer. 36 students disagrees that their grades didn't change, and 14 students agrees that their grades didn't change. We can see that time management really has an effect to students' grades and performance. As you can see, the time allotted to study has an effect to the students' grades. The researchers notice if they study longer, they will have good grades.
And for our conclusion, the necessity of efficient time management and trustworthy study habits in mathematics is often stressed by this research. Setting aside enough time for study and putting up the effort to perform better will result in higher grades and academic accomplishment in this subject. As we all know, the time is very important for each of us. We should spend it very cleverly. The time that passes away never returns, so we should be aware and alert of where and what type of activity we are investing our precious time. And the last, the recommendations. Have an effective time management techniques. Build a student motivation, prior knowledge, learning preferences, and external support systems. Prioritize difficult subjects and spend more time on a deeper grasp, improving their grades and performance. Students should try out different study methods and time management strategies to see what works best for them. Use active learning strategies including problem solving, clarification, and collaborative learning.
We are the researchers of time management, how time is mathematics affect the grades and performance of students. Thank you for listening.